Oh boy, I really screwed up today. I lost my other show, so I have to start this one. So I hope you guys get here. I apologize about that. I went into my StreamYard to start my other show, and I wasn't able to do it. So I seen all you people out there waiting, and I couldn't get out into the show. So now I'm going to have to start this baby all over again and hope that people come back. Okay, so let me see. Okay. I got 10 messages that I wasn't in my show. 10. And there's a reason for that, but I'll wait for more people to get in here before I really start discussing things. Let's see who's here so far. And I apologize, people. I've never done that before, but it's like I said, I went into my StreamYard. My show wasn't there to click on. I don't know if I accidentally erased it or what happened. And then I had someone that was supposed to come on today, and they had to change till tomorrow. But that's okay. I still got a very good show, people. I got something I'm going to go over about FBS today. And we'll wait until more people get in here before we start talking about Fat Ball Sicilian. I'm going to show you how far and how much Fat Ball Sicilian has changed since in the last year and a half. He made some statements yesterday, and I'm going to call him out on his statements. I know he doesn't really care. He thinks he knows everything and nobody else knows nothing else, but there's nothing we could do about that. Let's see. Boy, 90 people here now. I had 75 waiting. Boy, I feel like a dumbass. Anyway, James, thank you for calling me. I seen you calling me. Angel was calling me. Renee, you were calling me to tell me that I wasn't here. And so this is probably going to kill my numbers today, but my fault. Okay, there were technical issues. That's right. There were technical issues, James. Victoria Young, how you doing? Renee, Elliott, Irish Mob, how you doing? Boot Hill, David Cameron, Beantown, Carrie Ashley, Jane Perry, Angel Gotti. I'm glad you made it back here. You made me nervous, jerk. What did you think? I was laying in my house dead? No such luck, other side. I'm still alive. Okay. See, Angel said, you made me nervous, jerk. I thought you were dead. Angel, you're going to be doing a show tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Victoria Young, like a Moondog. How you doing, Moondog? Finn Creek, Roy, Yeho. That sounds like dope. But anyway, Elliot, never mind. Hey, Lee, Yankees for life. David Cameron, how you doing, David? Gravesend, good to see you. Marky Mark, how you doing? Claudio Perry, how you doing? Angela, right winger, good to see you here. Yankees for life. Carol, Mahal. Okay, our numbers are starting to go up now. You know, it's pretty nice when you screw up and you can come on and still get some numbers in here. Okay, Yankees for life. Let me see. Grind, how you doing? Sean, good to see you here. Steve Marinello. Repeat of last Sunday. What are you talking about, repeat of last Sunday? I had no issues last Sunday. I know the Giants tied today. That's not a repeat of last Sunday. Okay. Tagarian, how you doing? Top G, Yankees for life. Steve Blair. Okay, I'm about done reading here. Do what you do, Lee. Pej Rajakovic. Okay, give me those difficult names, please, so they have something to make fun of. Okay. So, people, here's what I'm going to talk about today. Last night, as we know, FBS loves to attack people. That's what he lives for, attacking people. That's who he is, tearing people's past apart, going into their privacy. This is what he does. But I'm going to show you who FBS used to be and who he is now. If you want to see a dramatic change in somebody, people, FBS had a dramatic change in himself. And when he first came on this, he was kind of laid back. I believe that he was sincere. And then all of a sudden he reverted to the person that he used to be in the streets, the person who he doesn't want to be, he is now. And that person is mean. They don't have any, they don't care about people's privacy. They'll do anything. I went on a debate with him the other day. What did he do during the debate? He pulled up a picture of me missing teeth. He pulled up a picture of my daughter. And this was in the middle of the debate. You know, when you pull up pictures in the middle of the debate, you've already lost your debate. You know, over there, they'll tell him that he won, but we all know what really happened, people. And we can go on. All the things that this guy does. He is so out of control. He kind of needs people to come and try to save him now, because we know where he's going. And this is going to be a very sad ending for him, the way he's acting. He's acting like a dry drunk is what he's acting. And if you guys listen to Stand Up Guy really explained it really well. Angel put that on a couple days ago and explained it really well, why he's acting the way he's acting. And we're going to talk about that. Hey, listen, people, I didn't put up my links. If you want to donate to me, fine. And if any of my people in here can get my stuff up, my Cash App, I'd appreciate it. I'm just like I said, I had to start this from scratch. So I'm thinking to myself, this is a guy that says that he wants people to go back and check my videos where I flip-flopped. Did I flip-flop? Hell yeah, I flip-flopped. But here's the difference between me and you, FBS. I flip-flopped toward the right side, to the good side. You flip-flop to the dark side. You flip-flop toward people that you used to hate, people that you used to despise. And I'm going to put up some recordings of some things that you used to say about some of the people that you're buddies with now. And we'll take it from there. But let me see who else is here. Okay, people. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. First thing I'm going to do. I'm going to play some recordings. And these are from some old FBS shows. Yes, FBS. From your shows. And I'm going to do it where you can't strike me, even though you might try, because that's your new thing, taking down channels. You know, destroying people's shows and taking down channels, even though they've been working hard on them. You know, the coward's way out. But anyway, let's go. You know, being that you put that whole spectacle together the other day with Gunsmoke and you had all those rat clowns over there, I want to show you how far you've come. Okay, so people, give me 1 second. I'll pull this up. Okay. These are a couple recordings that I'm going to pull up that I want you to hear. This is how FBS used to be when he first came in here. Let's play with this one first. If you have any trouble hearing it, let me know.
You're welcome, the truth. I appreciate it. You know, these mob stories. I guess they're two separate things. But that's how I started this channel. I started out doing a few things. Trash and I like, that'll never stop. I'm about to get to some more in a minute. Telling my stories of addiction, telling my stories of crime, incarceration, and telling mob stories and talking about mob stuff. And that's what I want to get back to. I really do. Shit, and I'm going to, man. You know, all this stuff gets us distracted, fighting with each other and shit. And look at Jeff. I mean, not Jeff. Lee. Lee, last 2 days. Doing the right thing. Last night he told the story about his life. Excellent. Today, he did something good, did a good show. We can all do better, man, if we're not constantly trying to destroy each other. And that's what I want to do, man. I want to do better. And it doesn't pay for me to be at each other's throats, you know, me and these other guys, because I really work hard at this, guys, as far as trying to get interviews, because that's something I love, man. It's a passion of mine, doing those interviews. And I listen, when I'm getting a hold of people from The Sopranos, Goodfellas, and shit like that, I'm asking them to do an interview, and they come to my fucking channel and they see, you know, me tearing Lee apart, or doing these different things, they're turned off by that shit. They don't want to get involved in the drama. So, you know, I have a plan and I want to follow it through. Snap can add.
Well, you can't even recognize that guy, can you? You can't even recognize that guy, can you? That's not even the guy that exists over there anymore. The guy that exists over there now is like destroy and go after people's lives, pull up personal history of them, make up lies about them. That's not that man. That man that I just played is a man that was just out of rehab trying to stay sober. That's who I played there. And we're going to show another I'm going to play another recording too. Fair use. But I'm going to play another recording too. And we're going to get into this because let's read this. Jimmy Calandra never robs banks. He robs drop boxes. Big difference. Coop, exactly. He never robbed the bank in his life. He robbed drop boxes. That's how all these rats, how they exaggerate. So listen, I did my video yesterday. People, I got so many death threats yesterday. I got so many people attacking me yesterday for doing those videos. More than ever. So these rats are literally, I had like death threats because I put up my video. That's where we're at right now. Death threats now because you put up videos. You put up videos on Informants. Did you ever think you see the day that Informants are so loved by so many people? I had one person saying, don't leave your window lights on at nighttime. Anything can come through the glass. I literally had someone say that. Or someone say that I already know where you live. I'll be there soon. This is what they're doing right now with their threats. They want to hurt somebody. That's what they're claiming. But luckily, I live in the great state of Texas. I can guarantee you guys this. If you come to the great state of Texas, there's a good chance you're not going to be leaving the great state of Texas. Now, so we're all you tough guys. Like Frank Fiordoloni says that he wishes he lived closer to me, then he'd come here. Frank, you can get a good plane ride. You know, matter of fact, ask somebody to pay for your ticket, or unless you got the money, and come here. I'm not a tough guy. I wouldn't fight you guys with my hands. Are you crazy? This is Texas. I will not dare fight you with my hands. Okay. I'm going to play another video. Another sound bite. This is kind of funny because, as we know, FBS has a new best friend. His best friend's name is Gene Barillo. That's his new best friend. So let's play this recording.
You're welcome. I appreciate it. Stories, Bob stories. I guess they're two separate things. But that's
Whoops, wrong one.
Responsible for on Instagram. You know what I'm not fresh out of, Gene? I'm not fresh out of the witness box, okay? I'm not fresh off of the witness stand. You are. Now, which one is more shameful? Which one of us should really be ashamed? Okay? I'm fresh out of rehab. You're fresh off of the witness stand. Because you couldn't handle what was coming to you, so you became a rat, and you told on everybody around you, and you betrayed everyone, and, you know, now here you are. I didn't have to, you know, be forced into changing my life. I made the decision on my own, and I did it on my own. Because that's the kind of guy I am. And we all know the kind of guy you are, okay? That's why I'll keep the stand-up guy in, because you forfeited your right to that. You can be a street guy. You can never be a stand-up guy. Never again. That's not you. Okay. Now I understand you're a little cranky because you're grounded, and that's another thing about the street guy thing. I mean, how can you know who's a street guy and who's not? You're not allowed out. So stay in your room, okay? Because you're grounded and you're not allowed to play with your little friend John. And I understand you're a little cranky about that, but you know, time will pass. You know, you'll be back. Everything will be fine, and then you guys can get together and really go hard at it. maybe you can put your heads together and come up with some clever jokes, like the stuff that I'm pretty sure you're responsible for on Instagram. Like a fucking 5-year-old retard fucking comes up with shit like that. So yeah, that's it for that point. It's a ridiculous thing to try to make fun of somebody about, especially when you got all the shit you have going against you that a person can use to just, roast you nonstop. So that's it for June, I believe. I don't think.
Okay, people, I wanted to play that for you because I wanted to show you how much this man has changed in the last year. Those are a year old. That's a year old. And then right after that, he hooked up with Angel, and Angel and him were good friends. And then him and Angel had a falling out. And what happened? Now he hates Angel. He loves rats. The very people that he built his channel attacking, he despised Gene Barillo. He used to tell me not to talk to Gene Barillo. He helped hook me up getting in connection with him. But once I started talking to Gene, he kind of pulled away from me. Isn't it amazing how we both went in different directions? My direction is that I will never have another rat on my platform. I will never associate with another rat. He's went in the direction as I built my channel on John Alay. I built my channel on attacking him and telling people who he is. And what am I doing now? Now, I'm supporting them. Not just one. All of them. All of them. It's like, you know what he's like? He's like St. Paul, Minnesota. St. Paul, Minnesota used to be where all the rats used to go to hide, or people that were wanted. So he's the new St. Paul, Minnesota of Mobtube. That's who he is. I hate even saying Mobtube because there's no mob involved here no more. These guys that he has over there, they're not mobsters. They're rats. They're rats. They're less mobsters than the guys that are in here that never been in the mob. These guys are nothing. Okay, people, I'm gonna put my invite down here. If anybody wants to jump up, you're more than welcome. And once again, I apologize for what happened to the show today. Everything went ass out the window today. We're just trying to survive. We still got 200 here. Even though I screwed up, we still got 200 here. Okay. So let me read some of these remarks. What do you guys think about what I just played? And be honest. FBS, Chris Diaz are frauds and evil. Yeah. Can you say it any other way? I mean, look at him. Look at him. Look at what he's doing. And then he has his buddy, SoFlo. I want to ask you this question, SoFlo. You were in prison, you claimed, for 19 years. And now you are calling people rats, but you have all these rats around you. So does that mean that these rats that when you were in prison, did you like rats in prison? Were you a rat in prison? Because you had them all around you. I mean, they're everywhere now. You love them. So who were you in prison, SoFlo? And you think that I keep ignoring you because you keep putting up shit? You know, I try to avoid you and you still put up shit about me? You know why? Because you are what they call a bully, an internet bully. You pretend you're going after bullies, but you're not going after bullies. You are the bully, dude. You are the bully that people run from. You're that bully. So you want to line our faces up and do a show tomorrow. You go right ahead and do one. But you know why? Because I'm not stopping on you no more. You know, SoFlo, I was really gentle with you, really nice with you. Trying to be, just avoiding you, concentrating on FBS. But it's obvious you're not going to be that way no more. You're just going to go after anybody just to get some view. Talking about people that want to get views, dude. And even though your views ain't real, there's no way there's 300 people watching that shit. There's no way. But you are the biggest cyber bully on here. There's no doubt. You know, we made an agreement before our debate that you would let me come on. You would let me talk. But you didn't do that. Right away, you cut me off and you started screaming and yelling at me. And now you're using for an excuse that Lee got my channel shut down that day, so I'm going after Lee. That's a bullshit excuse, dude. That's a bullshit excuse. I didn't get your channel shut down that day. But whoever did, God bless them. I didn't do it. You know, this is what you guys are getting pathetic. You're really getting pathetic. You're going to come after us, and we're supposed to all take a back seat to you bullies. We're not going to take back seats to the bullies. You can pull up whatever you want. FBS, you said that I didn't live in New York, that I knew nothing about New York. But boom, magically you found just a little bit of my New York record, but you found it. Are you going to apologize to me for saying that I wasn't a New Yorker? You found my record, dude. So it's obvious you were wrong. Well, you found part of my record. You didn't find the other part, but you found part of it. I'll give you that credit. But the only reason you found it, FBS, is because I threatened to do it during the debate of bringing it up. You're from Pennsylvania, dude. I'm a New Yorker. Okay. You left New York probably when you were 2 or 3, and you say you're 12. So what are you going to do now, FBS? You're going to be mad. Are you going to get on there and just like go at me? Are you going to go look at stuff in the past? Are you going to go look up my children, you coward? Or what are you going to do? Because that's who you are, man. You're a coward. Every damn night you get on there, you and that fucking clown, Gunsmoke, who takes his pants down and bends over for you. Yeah, one video, Renee, you hit it right on the button. One video, he's 8. The next one, he's 14. So which one is it? All I know is when I was 14, I was in New York City. Where were you? Can you imagine that these guys think they have the right to pull up our information? Do they think they have the right to go into our past? They think they have the right to talk to our children. They think they have the right to talk about our children. What kind of men are these? What kind of men are these? They're not men. This is what they do. You know, they're like little brats that when they don't get their way, they decide to do the most evil thing to you. I can proudly and honestly say I've never pulled up anything on either one of those cocksuckers, but they do it all the time. They do it. They don't care. Even innocent people, when they're fighting, they'll bring up their families. Look, they've been going at the Chicago Muscle for how long? How many innocent people have been brought up being accused of being Chicago Muscle or somebody in his family? How many innocent people have they done that to? They've done it over and over and over, and they don't give a shit. This is where we are now. And now, what do? They shut down because he dared me on when we were doing our debate. He said to me, Lee, you show where I called you a drug addict on my show. So we found it, and then I put it up. What did he do? He gets a strike against me for putting up the facts that he asked me to put up. He strikes my channel. And then he goes after Cane Shade and shuts down his channel. I'm currently fighting the strike maybe I'll win, maybe I won't. The only way he can win is if he literally takes me to court. He has to show YouTube that he wants to take me to court for putting up a video where he asked me to show proof. That's the proof. But you know what? He didn't want to see the proof. He wanted the proof shut down. Tough guy. They're all tough guys. And you see how these rats like Fortiloni and I'm sorry I'm saying your name wrong, but why the fuck should I waste my time learning your name, Frank? You're a piece of shit. How's that? Okay. I didn't come in here and think that I was going to be doing this tonight, but you know, it gets to the point where you just get so fed up by these people. Now, these people are accusing other people of being bad people. Angel Gotti doesn't look into people's past. When does Angel Gotti fight back? When she's attacked. Then she fights back. I kept avoiding fighting back, looking like a little pussy. But you got to fight back. You got to fight back with this. And the reason that I deal with Angel Gotti is because Angel Gotti and I have become friends. That's what you used to pretend you were with her, friends. And you got so caught up in this MRE thing, FBS, that you asked her to make a decision, make a choice. I didn't do that. I never would think of asking someone to make a decision. So you made a decision talking about going after someone bad like MRE, and then you're acting 20 times worse than that man could ever act. You come on your show and say, I got their information. Who the fuck are you to have anybody's information? Who are you to look into people's past and dig out their most private stuff? Who the hell are you to do that? You're a coward, dude. That's what you are. You're a coward. And you would not survive in the streets the way you act. Not even a little bit. Angel.
Hello, Lee Cole.
How you doing?
How are you?
Nothing. You know, Angel, I had a special guest today, but they're not going to be able to come on until tomorrow. So I forgot about it because I'm talking to them on the phone. And then you told me that my show was up and I forgot about that. I went in to try to get on and I couldn't get on.
Yeah, you made me nervous, jerk. I started asking everybody if
Lee's laying dead on the floor of his apartment.
Listen,
with Polly licking his dead face.
It's not even, you can't even like make fun of that because
it's going to happen.
It happened to me. So that's why I don't make fun of things like that. You're never late. And if you are late, you write it in the chat that you're going to be late. So I got nervous and I think I got in touch with Stacks. I got in touch with Kane Shades.
There was a time Stacks would say, good, maybe the bastard's dead.
No.
There was that time, Angel.
No, I asked Stacks if he had your son's phone number or Deanna's phone number. Deanna's phone number I wanted. But no, thank God you're okay. So what I want to say is this. In the beginning, Lee Cole, you and I weren't really friends.
No.
We were like friends for like a little while, but we weren't like really friends.
Not really friends. Right.
So we had a bumpy road. There were times we hated each other. I didn't like you. There were times I hated you. But over time, we became friends. Now we're friends. You know, I consider you a dear friend, a good friend.
Likewise.
Exactly.
Sharon, $9.99 snacks for Polly. Polly says thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. So that's how I feel. I was friends with him. And it's not that he gave me a choice, him or MRE. That's not what happened. What happened is that I was friends with both of them, and he started attacking MRE. He started attacking Dominic when he knew damn well I was friends with Dominic. He didn't care. He didn't care that, he was putting me in a very awkward position, of being in between, my friends and him. And so when I started backing away from him, and I showed all the text messages of that, I backed away from him because he was making it really hard for me to even like him because of how he was going after MRE and Dominic, JTP. So I backed away from him. When that MRE thing went down, I wasn't interested. I didn't believe it. I said, listen, I'm going to give MRE the benefit of the doubt, like I would give you the benefit of the doubt if somebody came to me and said these things about you, which they always did. But anyway, it was the next day when I said the people who tried to shove this down my throat, and it wasn't just him, it was a few people. I said, you are dead to me. I never said his name. And then that started 7.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. You didn't need to block RoboCop. It's probably SoFlo himself. Just don't block him if they say something like that. I don't really care about that. If I'm going to debate SoFlo, no. Why should I? I tried it once before, and he wouldn't let me. He's not capable of doing it under good terms.
So do it on your platform then.
I'm not going to insult my platform with him. Not after the things he's doing. I mean, and then he has a show going tomorrow calling people rats, and he has nothing but rats. He has nothing but rats watching his show, so the hell with it. Let them say whatever they want about me.
Well, I think a good debate is good, but somebody could be in control of the mute buttons. That would be even better. But anyway, so it was when I said, you're dead to me, not saying his name, that started off 7 months of bullying, lying, slandering, you name it, he's done it for 7 months.
How about this, Angel? Here's something that I really thought about. I was talking to somebody about this that has nothing to do with this Mobtube. And and I told him that there's this guy that goes out looking for people's information and puts it up. And there's another guy that helps him in Florida. And the guy said, who the fuck do these guys think they are? You're actually invading somebody's privacy.
Listen, from my understanding, and it's not me, from my understanding, they're both being watched. So that's so foolish. It's so stupid. They're just digging themselves deeper and deeper. That's crazy. That's really crazy. They were reported to the FBI cyber unit crimes. So let them keep doing it.
Can you imagine though that you hate somebody so much that you gotta find their records about where they've been in prison and everything? It's like, dude, you've never been in prison. You lived in York. You went to jail in York. You never been out of the state of York. You don't know nothing about jail or prison or the system.
No, I don't understand the bullying of women. And JTP has a really, really good podcast out right now. And I'm going to show parts of that tonight. I'm going to play parts of it tonight on my show because it really is good. This is crazy what they're doing. This is really, really not right what they're doing. I mean, you're mad at people, so you're going after, like they went after my daughter, slandered my daughter, absolutely horrible, lied about her. She has nothing to do with any of this. To go after you and Deanna, come on, this is crazy. Nobody's gone.
Because they're cowards.
His kid. I haven't posted anything about his
They're cowards. That's what cowards do. That's what cowards do. They go after people like this because they can't take them on logically, educational wise. They can't take them on. They're not capable. So what they're doing is they sound like a couple brats. With SoFlo, I cannot believe that this guy did 19 years in prison. The way he acts. Nobody that's been in prison that long normally would act like he does. Like he's always full of revenge and hate. And then he blames it on everybody else that they provoked him. You know?
Listen, the thing with him and Chicago Muscle, I understand it, but keep it between you and Chicago Muscle. What are you dragging other people into it for? You know, like why? You're furious with Chicago Muscle. What are you taking it out on my daughter for? What does my daughter have to do with anything? Absolutely nothing. But this is what they do. FBS, he's the worst. He's the absolute worst.
Yep. And then you got little clowns like Gunsmoke that follow him down that ugly path. And Gunsmoke, we know you're not like that, but you know, you need to be loved. You need to be loved by somebody, so you're willing to do evil things. You know.
It really is. It's a shame. It really is. This is, you know, I'll tell everybody later on, but you know, the things that he's saying now about my dad, he's got all his videos that he did on my dad on unlisted. He idolized my dad more than I did. I mean, so then he got mad at me. So now, oh, John Gotti's a bad guy. Please, not one of your friends or a pimple on my father's ass. That's it. Not one of them. Not one. Because every single one of them who he has on his show are rats who got caught. They got caught. It's not like they woke up one day and said, listen, I don't want to be a part of this life anymore. I got to get out of here, or I'm done with this life. No, they all got caught. That's how they all came forward. They ratted because they got caught and they didn't want to go to prison. That's what happened. Don't sit there and say, oh, they're heroes. What are they heroes for? I'm not saying my father's a hero either, but to me, my father's my hero. That's my job. That's my father. My parents, I'm supposed to honor and worship my parents. Everybody should.
I dropped the link again if anybody wants to come on, but you better behave if you come on. Okay. Well, Angel, you know what? It's only going to get worse but you know something? I'm glad that you put that stand-up guy on the other day. What he said was so right. He understands the steps, and he understands what you go through with AA. And right now, he's doing such rotten, mean things. He's acting like he's in the streets again. He's acting like he's a druggie again, and he's being evil and mean. And this is who he is. I mean, this guy is not going to stay clean if he's even clean right now, acting like the animal that he's acting like.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, great.
What?
No, nothing. I just got
okay. Well,
I'm sorry. I got a message from Cane Shades. I'm very happy for him. Okay.
Okay, Cane Shades. Get on the show and don't be sending messages.
No, I forgot now my whole train of thought. What did you say that and I wanted to?
I was making fun of you.
No, you were not.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Actually, this is funny.
Oh, no, that's it. That's it. Listen,
let me read this real quick. Let me read. Cuban B says, MB, FBS wants his own MB. Funny video early. I want to see that video. It does sound funny. Okay, I'm go. Sorry, Angel.
Why I put the stand-up guy on was because I've never had like an addiction to drugs or alcohol or anything like that. He did. So he like broke it down. I thought it was so powerful what he said and how he broke it down and how he said this anger that this FBS has is not healthy. This is not good to have this kind of anger in him. Uh-oh.
It's especially not healthy if you're an addict, you know, or if you're a drunk.
That's what he was talking about.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
That's why.
It's alcoholic behavior is what he has right now. So either he's doing it and using, or he's not. Who knows? Okay, let's see.
Yeah. Oh.
Turn that damn phone off or get off the show. Okay, I'm sorry. You see the way I can talk that way to Angel Gotti. Angel, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
So that's why I put him on. I thought it was very powerful. Every word he said, I thought it was great.
And Sharon, like I said, once again, thank you for the donation. If anybody else wants to donate to me, I really don't mind. I'm not going to be mad at you, but I won't. I'm still waiting for Angel to send her 20 back.
Wait.
Okay.
Am I supposed to solicit some cash apps and
yes,
the way you do on my show?
Oh God, I do better on cash apps on your show than I do on my show.
I know.
What the hell is that about? So
I don't know.
You got me now where it's like a second job. I got to come on.
I know. That's why I'm on here now. I feel obligated.
Oh, I don't believe who's going to be on here. MB, where the hell have you been?
Hey, Dad. How's it going?
What's going on?
Hello.
Hey, Angel. How's it going?
How are you?
I'm good.
Are you going to work for? Are you going to be taking over the new job for FBS and be doing your clips for him?
Do you guys remember that he already has a new beginnings on that side? I don't know why he needs another one.
He has several of them. Yeah, he doesn't realize that he has several of them.
He doesn't realize it. He doesn't. My belief is that this whole thing, he's an addict, and these super chats and all this that coming in, it's all an addiction. And the harder he goes, the more he needs it. And when the money's not coming in, you see the depression and the desperation on his face.
I've never seen him as angry as he was last night. He was turning red, sucking down that cigarette real fast. He was so upset about a video that I did on rats.
Yeah.
Why does he care about those guys?
I think it's more about a way to go at you.
It's ridiculous.
It's because I'm sorry. I think it's because your platform, you're going after people that he's platforming. So maybe in his mind, he feels like you are hurting his money or something. I don't know. But I think it's really strange because this is a guy, the last text message I got from him says, nah, you know I hate rats or I don't like rats. So it's amazing. I can understand you turning and you don't like John Gotti anymore. I get it. You don't like gangsters anymore. I get it. But what made you turn that? You suddenly like cooperating witnesses and rats and all that. What made you turn then?
And Angel, you heard what I put up, what he said about Gene, which was brilliantly done. And now he's totally down the Gene path. You know?
Someone in chat, I forget who it was asking for your Cash App. I just dropped the link in chat. So whoever that was, I forgot who it was. The comments are going quick.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I just dropped it. Whoever was asking. I apologize for cutting you off. Go ahead.
No, I don't know what to say. I mean, this is getting hilarious now. It's like at the point where you got these two guys that are pure evil and they think they're the good guys.
I will say this, me and you, we had a close relationship in the beginning of this time last year. We had a close relationship and you weren't too fond of Angel, but we talked all the time and you never, ever, ever said disgusting, horrible things about her. You never wanted to do anything below the belt. You never wanted to go real life. You might have been like a little bit angry at times, but it was like nothing disgusting and below the belt. Like that's what's going on over there.
No, Lee Cole has never called me filthy names like the C word or pig or hooah or drug at. He's never done any of those things to me. Ever.
And not even privately on the phone when he could let loose and like let his guard down with me. He's never said anything disgusting like that about you ever. It never got to that level of you guys going back and forth. You always kind of kept it fair and on a certain level. And the same thing with like him, like people like me and King Cheese and you and Angel, evenly, like we're putting up their own words and showing proof. We're not putting up their children.
I put the link down again. I I see your dear chat, Stacks. You've been doing a real good job against these guys. If you want to jump up and join us, you're more than welcome. I'm sorry, MB.
We always use our own words and show the proof. And they don't. They just pull things out of their butt and let it out. And then when we do show the proof, they're striking us down.
Yep. He told me to show the proof where he said that, and we came up with it, and he gave me a strike, the prick. You know? because you said for me to show it, and I showed it.
Yeah, and then he struck you.
Then he struck me. It's like, no, I don't want you to show me. How dare you make me look stupid here? No, I didn't make you look stupid. I made you look like you were full of shit.
Yeah.
You know, and you are. And then we have another guy. We're all we might fight here, but we're all kind of like a YouTube family. And you know, this guy's been here for a year and a half, and you go to take his channel down. What a scumbag.
Yep.
Because he's putting up words that you're using.
They did the same thing with my NB1 and NB2.
Yeah.
And it was always his own words against him. I wasn't doing any commentary over it. It was always his own words against him. He didn't like the truth. He doesn't like the truth, and that's it. It is what it is.
Ghost says, I got to say, I've never seen Lee upset on the shows if he doesn't get donations. Yes, he asks us for them, but never gets upset. Yeah, you know what, Ghost? I look at it this way. If people want to give me donations, they will give me donations. If they don't want to give them to me, they won't. I'm not going to get mad about it because, you know, donations are unpredictable. You'll come on here, some shows, and you get tons of them. Then you'll do other shows where you won't. But see, with FBS, it's different. If he doesn't get them, he goes off. Like the people in his chat are brainwashed. They're like his little followers. He'll yell at them like they're little kids, and they'll start giving him money so he doesn't yell at them.
Yeah, but he's greedy. Okay, like complaining that he only got $48 an hour. Any job he goes to, he's not getting paid $48 an hour. I would appreciate it. You know what I mean? I enjoy donations too. It's nice. It's a little extra. But if we put out a good show, we're also getting commercial money. So these people don't need to donate. You know what I mean? So the donations are nice, and it's a nice little tip to give us. But he wants, what does he want? $500 a show, $1,000 a show? When's it going to be enough?
Oh, he acts like he's entitled to like $10,000 every month. Billy Brown, $13.99. Lee Cole, best content on YouTube. Hi, Angel. Love you too. Thank you, Billy Brown. I appreciate the donation.
Thank you, Billy.
They forgot me, but that's all right, Billy.
Don't you do what I do, okay? You see, I've been doing that on Angels, and they've been sending me cash apps left and right. It's funny. They sent me some cash apps the other day, and so I had a little bit extra, and I sent some to my son Lee, who's pissed at me. But you know, he's pissed at me, but I noticed he still took the money.
Well, maybe he'll use it for the grandbaby and stuff like that. That's nice. That's nice.
No, I told him to get something for my grandbaby.
Nice.
You know, that's I miss my grandbaby very, very much. Jeff, I doubt that you did prison time either. This entire genre is getting too ridiculous to watch anymore. I used to like the entire genre, and now I can't even sit through the entire live. Jeff Tilley, I don't know what to tell you, brother.
Didn't the other side put up your mugshots and your prison record and your arrest record and all that stuff?
Stacks, how you doing?
What's good, everybody?
Look at Stacks. His background puts all of us to shame.
Mm-hmm.
It's Connecticut, man.
So what do you think about all this crap going on? You've been attacking the hell out of these guys lately. Have they been like making threats toward you or anything behind the scenes?
Not really, but I'm just tired of all the bullshit, the lies that they put out, and the craziness that they're always into, and I'm just tired of it.
They're the victims. They act like they're the victims. Like they,
Like they're still gangsters. They act like they're still gangsters.
Exactly. Lee Cole, are you on Section 8?
Absolutely not. I pay rate. Listen, I live in a complex, right? And in my complex, $27.99 from Billy Brown. Get mad at this donation, Lee. Laugh out loud. You're the best. Hey, listen, dude. I'll get mad at you if you want. I'll do whatever you want for $27.99. I'm a cheap whore.
On a wig.
Okay. If you want me to bark, I'll bark.
Billy Brown didn't say anything nice about me yet. Still.
Well, listen, I'm gonna. Where were we? Bill Stacks. I was just asking.
Max was saying that it was all of this. They're still acting like gangsters.
Yeah, you got a great point, dude. And they don't realize they lost their gangster code a long time ago. Once
Yeah,
we
right
back-
when they went like this, gone. It's gone. Once you cooperate, you intend to cooperate, or you do it, you're no longer a gangster. Like, you're not involved. No, you're cut off. Your gangster card's pulled.
And I like to say one thing, man. Stacks has been putting out some really good shit.
Yes, he
And
has.
you know, Stacks and I used to have our differences, and I'm glad that I got to know this side of Stacks. And please sub to his show and watch his show. If you want to see another good show on here that's putting out good stuff, people,
He puts out real
deserves-
content. Stacks
He
actually puts
deserves-
out real content, unlike these other people who just do bash shows all day.
His content is better than my content.
Nah, don't say that, man. I'm just trying to do my best and bring the people what the best content I can. And I'm trying to help people in the process. If you guys don't know, I'm doing this little charity thing for the kids at the homeless shelter in Bristol. There's not a lot of kids there. There's probably like 8 or 9 kids there. I'm trying to come up with a couple $100 maybe to get a few toys for them, maybe like a care package for each kid. I have about $140 in the
Is there a
pool
link?
so
Is there
far.
a link on your show that if they went to your show, they'll see that link?
Yeah, you can donate through the show. I'll get the money through YouTube, or you can donate through Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all that stuff.
Okay. And I'm sorry, I would put that information up if I had it, but unfortunately I don't.
It's all in his About section. I see it right now. So just go to his channel. I dropped a link to his channel and go to his About section if you're interested in helping out.
Yeah, and
Hey, listen,
I'll put a live video too when I do the whole process and drop off the toys with the kids. Everyone will be there with me to see the whole process done. So,
How's my best friend doing?
oh, he's doing great, man. He said what's up, and I spoke to him today. He was feeling a little under the weather, but he's doing all right. He's
Explain to people what happened to Anthony Raimondi.
so he caught COVID, and he had like an infection in his heart, and he had to have open heart surgery, but it wasn't like open. They like went through his groin and
Oh.
did some surgery next to his heart. So he's recuperating and he's doing good. I spoke to him today. He said shout out to everyone out there who supports him, and he's getting better.
And you know what? I've had my issues with Anthony, as anybody knows, but the fact of the matter is you don't wish that on nobody. And he's a tough old bastard is what he is.
Yeah, he
because
is.
when you get to a certain age, you just like, man, fuck this. I'm not doing this no more. But the guy's not ready to leave. It's obvious.
He don't back down, man. He does not back down from nothing.
It's kind of funny though, because he was talking about, you put something up where he was talking about, you put it up. It was quite good. Where you were talking about Cthulhu claiming that he ran over to kill, I can't think of the guy's name.
Yeah, with the gun in his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what did he say? He said, Anthony Raimondi says that he would never do that. And you know what's funny? Danny Trio said the same thing. That was
It's
one
true.
guy you don't run up on. He'd kill you. Even if you walked away at that moment, you'd be dead that night.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
it didn't happen. DeRossi it was, right?
Rossi, yep.
Mhm.
Yep. And he said, and Bill Cthulhu Jr. said he ran up on him and then he decided not to do it. You know,
Not true.
you know,
He wasn't a gangster. Cthulhu was not a gangster. Mild
No.
Bill.
no, his father was. His father.
Definitely.
That's it. Okay. It says, Angel, you there? Angel?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. I'm sorry. Angel, please. I know it hurts when people say about your father, but these clowns aren't good enough to tie your father's shoelaces. They really are not.
Oh, I know that. I know that. My father's barber's not good enough. They're not good enough to tie his shoelaces.
Your father's shoelaces are worth more than most of these guys.
Yeah.
Within their whole outfit.
They still wear your dad's cologne. We know it. They walk around smelling like him, but then they're trashing him the next day. So
Exactly.
it's pathetic.
Is it true that FBS asked you if you could send him a pair of your father's?
No, it's not true.
He didn't want, but he said make sure they're briefs.
No, it's
Oh, he
not.
didn't say that
No.
because he wanted to wear them around. He wanted to wear.
No,
them.
he never asked me for anything. The only
You
thing
did, Lee. That was you. That was you. You were the ones that wanted it.
Oh,
Yeah,
if,
the
if
jealousy,
Angel
yeah.
gave me John Gotti's underwear, I'm going to put them on auction.
Oh my God.
The jealousy is insane.
Yes.
Now that
Only
Lee
thing-
Lee is friends with Angel, jealousy, pure jealousy.
It's
The
insane.
only
though.
thing that he's ever asked me for was what kind of cologne my dad wore, and if I could send him pictures so he could have my friend make him tributes, John Gotti tributes. That's it. Never asked me for anything else that I
I'm going to
remember.
read this real quick. I heard stand-up guy finally seen the piece of crap, Tony Pizza, for what he is. I tried telling him in a nice way, but he sent me, got mad, text one. Listen, guys, stand-up guy is like this. He's like,
Sorry.
when we all come on here, we all are babies. This is new to us. It doesn't matter how old I was. I made so many mistakes, people, from the beginning of this thing.
I'm still
Me
making
too.
mistakes.
You live and you learn. Like as you go, you learn who's who. You learn what to do, what not to do. It's a process of trial and error.
And when you're attacked, people start thinking that that's who you really are.
Mhm.
And that's the sad thing. People think that, MB, like, for example, has clip channels. She doesn't.
They also think that I'm your daughter in real life. Some people really still think that me and you are related.
Yeah, they do. And they think that Stax is related to Angel Gotti.
What?
I never heard that before.
Me either.
That's new.
No, that's new. I just made that up. That's the new. That's going to be the new rumor, Stax.
No, but they do. A lot of people, they hear these other channels and when they don't come over and watch us and they think that all the stuff that they're saying is true. And then watching us a little bit, they realize that it's all BS, but we're all still going to make mistakes for real. Like, even though we're like a year into it or whatever we are into it, 2 years into it, we're still going to make mistakes. You make mistakes in the beginning. It's all a learning process,
Well, here's what people don't realize. This is entertainment. We're literally given the ability to literally do our own TV show. It's like, who would have ever thought that would be possible, that anybody could do their own TV show?
I never thought I would be doing this type of thing. I never, ever in a million years thought this was the route I was going to go.
But you're lucky. You're a younger guy. You can really I'm at the age, I'm like, damn, why couldn't I have to know about this 10 years ago and gotten a good solid, every day I wake up and I'm able to do this, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm not young like MB, and I'm not young like Angel Gotti, who for some reason keeps muting herself.
She's probably has stuff going on. But the thing with like him, if you're saying it's a jealousy thing with Lee being friends with Angel, Lee would have been friends with Angel would have been friends with everybody. She didn't want it. She wanted everybody to get along. She's always wanted everybody to get along. She didn't want to fight with everybody.
I hated all the fighting. I absolutely hated it. And everybody liked me until somebody didn't.
And you know what really bothers me about my issues with Angel? One of my first issues with Angel was defending that scumbag JC.
Really?
Yeah, he came into the chat. He was talking bad about the Gottis, and I defended him. And that I said I didn't want to not throw him out because he's a friend of mine.
That's all water under the bridge, Now you guys.
Stupid. I feel to think that I could ever say that JC was a friend of mine.
Yeah, that's you live and you learn. But I remember you would always say that you were still emailing with her and still in correspondence with her. As much as you guys might have argued, you guys would still, like, by the end of the week, still email each other and talk it out.
Sometimes it didn't go that way.
Yeah.
Sometimes it didn't go that way.
Took longer.
Oh yeah.
I would tell him exactly what was on my mind. He would answer me back. It would infuriate me, and then I would go back at him, and vice versa. And I always said, if I would have known how funny Lee Cole was, I never would have had a fight with him.
Well, it's funny though too, because Angel, if you remember, we to this day, you and I still butt heads every once in a while, but we do it in a friendly way.
But that's what friends do, man. You can have an argument with someone who you're friendly with and be able to get past that. It doesn't have to turn into a big war,
Exactly. And I was really upset with Lee because I don't think Lee trust people easily. And when I told Lee that, like that time when I was supposed to go on and the cat was sick, I don't think he trusted that I was telling him the truth. And
Oh, that's a true story?
Yeah.
it's definitely a true story.
Yeah, it is.
No, not about the cat being sick. That he was upset with you because you said your cat was sick.
Well, what happened was Angel was supposed to, that was going to be the first time that she did her show. And I just took it the wrong way. I shouldn't have done it. Because as we know, Angel's done a million shows since then.
You've been mad at me for silly things too. Like if I'm busy, I'm not answering the phone, or maybe I just don't feel like talking to you that day. Sometimes people need a break from each other, but it happens.
But now,
Why did I get-
a good point.
Sorry.
I just want to bring up a good point. I'm going to interrupt you because I don't want to forget it.
Go for it.
At my age, I'm starting to forget a lot of things. The point is that he defended me against you, right? Because he didn't like you. So it was easy for him to defend me against you a few times. But when, like, say his friend said something really bad and something that wasn't true about my brother, and he knew I was so upset, he didn't defend me against his friend. He didn't fight with his friend for me.
Of course
But
not.
right. But he fought with you and defended me because he didn't like you.
I'm glad he doesn't like. And I'll give you an example with Stax. I didn't know shit about Stax until Hootie and JC gave me the lowdown, and I'm like, maybe I should have went to Stax and talked to him first.
Yeah.
I had it in my head who Stax was before even knowing him, and that's the mistakes we make on here. Without a doubt.
And sometimes you trust the wrong people, and you find
there
out
was
who they
no
are.
hiding. I didn't like Stax in the beginning. Remember Stax?
I know.
Right. But it's not something I did behind your back. I said it. Right? I gave you a piece of my mind quite a few times.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Stax, I always liked you.
And I respect you for that, Angel.
Okay, let's get back to.
It's not like it was many times. Like what? 2 or 3 times?
Just twice.
Maybe 2. Yeah.
You gave me my first real boost though when you posted, "Who is this piece of shit?" Yes, I was like, I made it.
Guys, I want to get back to Section 8. I'm going to explain
Okay.
it. I live in a 60 apartment unit here. This is a 55 and above. And by law in Texas, you have to have a certain percentage here that have Section 8. I do not qualify for Section 8. I pay rent here. But now they're saying that I pay $48 rent. I wish they were right. But, are some units here Section 8? Without a doubt, there's some units Section 8.
There's Section 8 everywhere.
Everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere.
Beautiful homes everywhere.
Yeah, but even if it is, what is it their business?
Right, because Section 8 people still work and have to pay a portion of their rent. So,
well, and they base it off your income too. And for a lot of people, that's necessary. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit above that income where the unit I pay for here, I'm not going to. I have a 2-bedroom unit that I pay $800 for. And
nice.
I'll bet you that none of these guys have units for $800. They probably live with somebody. Or like when I debated FBS, what did I ask them? I said, do you even have an electric bill in your name? Of course.
Well, they make fun of where I live, and it's like when you see that, their payments are a little behind on certain things. It's like they couldn't afford to live in a New York apartment. It is what it is. But I got to drop down because I got somebody coming to the door soon. Everybody have a good afternoon, good evening, good Sunday evening. I'll talk to you guys
Thank
later.
you. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Someone in chat wanted the link though, so check the chat.
Okay, I'm gonna put up the link if anybody wants to jump on. So what do you got planned coming up?
Make sure you ask them before you let them on if they are racist or not.
Yeah, their whole background and
yes.
If you're not a friend of MREs, you're not coming on. How's that?
What happened? What'd you say?
Only friends of MREs allowed on here, because that's what they think that we do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What do you got planned coming up for interviews and stuff, Stax?
Oh, I got a bunch. I got a real big interview dropping this week. He's a major name. I can't say it yet because I haven't done it yet, and I don't want to put something out there and it not happen and things get all messed up. But this week will be a major interview. Probably Wednesday I'll drop it. I have I'm gonna start doing these missing person cases from my state. So you want to check out for that, because these are cases that could be solved, and there's rewards in these cases,
Exactly.
like $50,000 for each case. So I'm going to explain the cases and the evidence involved, and you guys can be the investigators.
That's great. I think that everybody should do something like that. Like get one or two or anything, missing children or missing people, and put it up like during the show.
Yeah.
Show, put up 1, 2, 3, 5, whatever, every time you do a show. I think that's a great idea, Stacks.
Yeah, because there's a lot of kids out there missing. There's a lot of people, unsolved crimes. There's a lot of things that the public can help with, and we have a platform to show these people that there's things out there like that.
Exactly.
Hey, Matt, thank you very much for the Cash App, and I appreciate that. Angel, aren't you going to ask for one too?
Do you see the difference between you and I, Lee Cole?
You got a little more class than me, I admit it.
Thank you guys for having me on. I'm going to take off.
No problem.
You're
welcome on anytime.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye, Angel. Bye. Bye, everyone. Peace out, chat.
See you later, Stacks.
Right. Those are hard words to say to a woman. FBS is lower than a snake's belly. Mark, you said it all. You said it. It's like we said, he's doing all alcoholic behaviors right now.
I don't know how you get online and call women the filthy names that he does. I don't know who the hell he thinks he is. Like, who the hell are you? You're calling other men's wives and girlfriends and mothers and sisters. You're calling them filthy names. Who do you think you are to do something like that? That's disgusting. And like I said, everybody go watch the stand-up guy or watch my show when I played his video, or go find him and watch him. Watch the whole thing. I only played like 20 minutes, 25 minutes of it.
Fugazi, yes, sir. Right. Bill Stacks, Gavano still talks like he's. Yeah, Gavano's now making statements that he's the Don of YouTube. He literally said that out of his mouth. So
he's an idiot. Whatever.
Homeless and looking for a duck to use. Whatever that means, the land should be free for everyone. Anyhow, what I don't know what you mean by that, dude. Oh, look at this. MB, you are a very beautiful woman. Keep up the good work. Having Ramondi. Yes, actually, Angel, Stacks did a really good show yesterday. He was interviewing Ramondi from his hospital bed, and he's still getting over COVID and heart operation.
From his hospital bed?
From his hospital bed, yes. It's really good.
Wow. Is he okay? Is he okay?
He's a tough old bastard. Yeah, he is okay. He's he's definitely okay. And
I want to ask Raymundi. I want to ask Raymundi a few questions. I would love to get to speak to him, because there's something that I want to ask him about Caesar's Bay Bazaar.
Now, we were talking about the real one.
Yeah, the real Raymundi. I don't know what happened to the fake one. The fake Raymundi was so funny, and he disappeared.
Well, he's in here somewhere. He's just got a new name. That's what they do.
Oh.
He's got a new name. He's someone's fan. He's in someone's chat somewhere. I guarantee it.
Hi, Assassinino. Assassinino did a great video today too.
I didn't see it. I was
very good.
What was it on?
You and FBS's debate.
Oh, I'm sure it was probably one of the best videos ever made. Go watch it, people. Please go watch that video.
Something about Assassinino, okay? He doesn't have the subscribers that we all have. He has, he's almost, I hope he gets to 1,000. Somebody should drop his link and everybody please sub to him. But he doesn't even have 1,000, but yet every video he puts up, he gets 150 comments, 120, 100
Yeah.
comments. He gets the views, and he doesn't even have the subscribers that we all have.
Okay, I'm going to bring Angel. You're going to find this interesting. Angel, I was at a wedding with your dad. Not going to say whose wedding it was. However, when he talked in that
When he
hall,
walked in the hall, he lit up the whole place like a movie star. Rob, you're 100% right. And let me tell you, I told this story on my show. My dad walked. What happened was my friend's aunt, my friend's mom died. We went to the wake, and my friend's aunt grabbed me, and she was like, "Oh my God, Angel," because she wasn't from New York. She was like, "Oh," and this was 1978. Okay, he wasn't John Gotti yet. I mean, it was 1978. She grabbed me and she's like, "Oh my God, your father is so handsome." My father, she said, came in all black. So he had a black shirt on, a black, suit on. And she said that she stood there and went, "Oh my God, what a shame. This priest is gorgeous. He's drop dead gorgeous." She thought he was the priest. She said he lit up the whole funeral parlor when he walked in.
and let me ask you a question,
Not just
Angel.
weddings, even funerals.
Angel, were you ever out in public with him and noticed how he's treated? Was it just like you and him?
Of course.
You and him going to a store or something or doing
all
something?
the time. All the time.
And would you notice that people would be staring at him in stores?
Yes. Yes.
And how did he interact when people stared at him?
He would get embarrassed. He would get embarrassed. Like he would get embarrassed. He would I say, "Oh, look, that those people are staring at you." And he would get embarrassed.
Did you ever have anybody run up and go, "It's Angel Gotti"?
No. No, but then again, what was I called last night? A discount store Gotti. That's what they called me last night. Discount store.
You're the discount Gotti.
I'm the least.
That's what he said, Angel. Exactly what he said. He goes, "And Lee, you're friends with the least important, the Giorgio."
Yeah, he wishes. He wishes. He wishes. He could sit there and pretend that my father's not my father all he wants. I keep telling him, "Tell your buddy to go look up my sister." But you don't want to do that. You just want to run with the narrative that it's just me and I'm not John Gotti's daughter. Go look up my sister. And then common sense, after you do that, let's show your face.
Yeah, well, yes, Brandon Bell, show your face. And we'll talk about your criminal record that you claim ain't you going after a 72-year-old man. It is you.
Okay. You show your face. If you want to prove it's not you, show your face.
Yes.
Show your newspaper.
That's why you were hiding yourself, because you had these charges, Brandon Bell. You had these charges for attacking a 72-year-old man in his house. That is you, dude. Prove me wrong. It's you. Joey Melrose, can I ask how memberships work? They get $4.99 a month from these people and expect donations on top of it. Guys like MTR get $6.99, $7.99 a month. Yes, but here's the difference, and you know this. MTR is really good. His show is actually like a separate entity from YouTube, whereas FBS is part of YouTube. So if you actually join Jeff Canarsi's, you're getting his old library. You're getting a lot of stuff that you would not get on.
Listen, I know this for a fact. It takes him like when he's going to do a show, it takes him a few days to do it because he's looking up everything, court records. He looks up. He doesn't go on Wikipedia. He goes through everything with a fine-tooth comb with court records and 302s and this and that. And so when you pay him, you're getting your money's worth. That's what you want. You want to find out about organized crime or whatever. You're getting your money's worth.
I'll be honest with you. Anytime I need to know something, I call him up and I ask him. And you know what amazes me? And I'm not kissing Canarsi's ass. I'm just stating.
Yes, you are.
What amazes me is when he tells me fluently and so easy. And I'm like, wow, I wish I could talk fluently like this and so easy about the mob the way he can.
Exactly, because you're not getting an hour and a half of she's a C word, he's this, suck my blank. It's so disgusting. It's so really, really low life language and everything. You don't get that with MTR.
Yeah, did you hear that? MB called it flip flop cologne. The guy. That's what.
I didn't even hear her say that.
13 months ago, I was drinking the FBS Kool-Aid and hated Lee. Things change. Yeah,
that's exactly true. Me too. Me too.
But Grambino, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a miserable bastard when I came on here. I wasn't happy. I was depressed. My family was going through hell. And then to go on a show the other day where Frank Fortellini and Gunsmoke and Common Sense and the other clown, Arletta, they were on a show together making fun of my brother. And Gunsmoke was laughing about it.
They were making fun of a dead 12-year-old Lee Cole. What makes you think that they're going to be nice to your brother?
Well, something. Here's what it comes down to. My brother was a man that had 3 daughters, beautiful daughters. He lived a very good life. He made a lot of money in his life, and then he died from depression. And people know what happened. But the fact of the matter is, they shouldn't be bringing up your Frankie. They shouldn't be bringing up Tom, but they do because it's the only thing they have. It's the only chance they have to win. That's how I look at it.
I don't understand how they think that that's winning. You know how bad that he and his wife looked laughing at something that was about a joke that was all right. So the joke's about me, but you're using a dead 12-year-old boy to get laughs for a joke about supposedly now it's about me. And then you put up on the screen that fake account called Frank Gotti's mini bike. And you were laughing, and he was laughing. He can't deny that. I got the screenshot. You were laughing at an account called Frank Gotti's mini bike. There's nothing lower than somebody that would do that, except for a pedophile.
There's a lot of people on YouTube, Lee, making a name for themselves on the backs of others, like Wild Bill's son. If Gravano didn't let John, he'd be nowhere today. Either guys. Well, listen. The fact that here's what happened. When Gravano came on here and he started doing so well so quickly, they all thought they can do it. But unfortunately, these guys don't realize they're not Sammy Gravano no matter how hard they try. And I'm not complimenting Sammy. It's just fact. They're not him.
The one thing that I'll say, like Bill Catullo Jr., that was his father. That's his name, and that's his father. So if he wants to sit and do 30 shows about his father, it's his father.
Joey Melrose says, Lee, you and Ramundi should do a debate from your hospital beds in the heart section. So you guys can have doctors and nurses available. Okay.
That's not even funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. I mean, Stack said he's okay, right? I didn't hear because I was on mute. I was on the phone. Stack said he's okay.
Yeah. I seen him. He actually looked pretty good. Billy Brown.
I just got.
Huh?
Guess what I just got?
What did you just got?
My phone was muted, but I want to hear that little noise. But yeah, I just got a Cash App from Daniel.
You know what's funny though?
Daniel.
How do you put that noise on your phone?
What do you mean? How do you put the noise on?
The Cash App.
Because my phone was muted because it kept ringing. You told me to put my phone on.
I said how. I want to know how I could put that noise on with the mine. I don't know how you do it.
I don't know. I didn't put it on there. It just came with it. The sound came with the app. Do you have the app on your phone?
Yeah, but it doesn't do that. I don't know why.
You don't have the little cash noise. You don't have that noise.
No.
That sound. I mean, that sound. I love that sound. It's so cute.
Hey guys, I think I'm like 1 or 2 subs away from 5,100. I mean 8,100.
Oh, listen. Oh no, it's the after effect. But Daniel Alfonso. No, I can't even say his name. Oh, there it goes.
I live with my mother after Lee dumped. Okay, transitioning JC LGBTQU plus whatever. I lived with my mother after Lee dumped me and forced all my belongings out front.
Daniel said to piss off Lee.
That doesn't piss me off. I'm actually happy about it.
Oh, here we go again. Listen.
Because according to FBS, you're $30,000 in debt.
Yeah, no, that's not true. Not $30,000 in debt. Not me, Angel. Oh, wait, listen.
Well, that's toward your $30,000 in debt.
Yeah, listen. Oh,
Grambino, I don't know what Judge is going to do, but if he doesn't stay with the Yankees, so what? They can save all that money and get a better team built. That's how I look at it.
I get the biggest kick out of that.
Okay, I'm a little bit behind here. I'm going to try to catch up. Do you know I don't even have a thumbnail done for this or nothing? I just came on when I got called.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. I did get nervous because I said, "Oh, he's never late," and if he was going to be late, he would have wrote it in the chat, and you didn't. And then I said, "You know, I didn't hear from you all day today, which is very rare." And then I asked Kane Shades if he did. He said no. James said no. I asked James, and he said no. So that's when I got nervous.
Well, you know, it's funny. Deanna, I didn't talk to Deanna for a couple of days one time, and she calls me up a couple of days ago, and she says, "Are you okay? I haven't heard from you." And I said, "No, I'm laying here. I'm dead, and my hand's hanging over. Polly can't eat, so she's eating me." And like, you know, you've heard stories like that about animals and stuff. But you know what I do at my old age? I put a huge thing of water on the floor and a huge amount of dry food down for Polly. God forbid if something happened.
Oh, what? What'd you just say?
I always make sure that Polly's okay, and God forbid if something happened to me. I put a lot of food down and a lot of extra water.
Oh my God.
So she could live a week.
Oh my God.
But hey, listen, that's how it happened. That's how life is. You know that. That's just how life is.
You mean I know. Very, very sad.
He was a rat. He wasn't trusted by many. John Gotti took it like a man. That's right, people.
Yeah, I'm going to read something to all of you tonight. I'm going to read something to you, and then you'll maybe well, you know what? Fed Bully in Pennsylvania already knows. He knows. This is just an act for him. This is just a I hate John Gotti act, or that John Gotti would have the FBI wouldn't offer John Gotti a deal because they already had Gravano. Oh, it's so ridiculous. John Gotti knew a lot more than Gravano did.
They gave Messino a deal.
Who?
Messino, the head of the Bananas. They gave him a deal.
Yeah. Well,
and he was the boss. He was the boss of the family.
Yeah, didn't he only have to testify against one person? That's it?
I'm not sure. I'm not too familiar with him, but he was the boss. He was as high ranking as your dad was. He had a lot of soldiers underneath him, and he ratted. And he's out right now. He's out. He's still alive. He's like in his mid 80s, and he's still alive. And he's out.
I know his family.
So Joe Messino, and so you know that. Can you imagine the people he see when Joe Messino testified? He gave up a lot of the corruption and people taking bribes from the unions and stuff. I mean, he brought down a lot of people.
Who?
Joe Messino.
Oh, see, I don't know. I don't even know.
Angel, my dear Jeff Canar's library has episodes taken directly from Wikipedia.
No, that's not true.
Crime Family is my favorite episode. I like
Well,
that.
you're mistaking Jeff Canossi with Jeff Nadeau.
Yes, definitely. Lee, I heard some of that show. Just look at the Rats talk. They think they are all gangsters. Yes, Asino. And I'm looking forward to go to Asino. I hear Asino did his best video ever today. It's a very thought provoking.
Yes, it is. I just told you that.
Yeah, it's about good battling evil. Go see it. Okay, how's that, Angel? Did I do that?
Very, very good. Very good. It was very good. I'm not kidding. Everybody, please hit the like button. Lee Cole asks for money, but I just ask for likes.
I ask for money, and if you want to give me a like, you can, but I'd rather have money. Okay.
See, I would rather have likes.
Billy Brown, rest in peace, little Frankie. Thank you.
Thank you, Billy Brown.
Irish mob, really hot. Okay, I don't know where you're talking. Down to your brother. I'm in Britain, buddy, and I don't know where you are, but going by your name, you're in America, I guess. I've been researching organized crime in America for a long time now, buddy. Yes. Well, you know something. That's the thing. That's why a lot of people come on here, because they like to research. We originally came on here, Angel, to hear about organized crime. Well, not you, but people in general. And now they act like it's a dirty word.
What'd you say?
When people started this genre, it was to learn about organized crime and go after the rats, basically. But now it's done a total reversal.
Well, you didn't start off going after rats.
Oh, I went after
you went after daylight. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. And then but I said that. I also said that anybody should be interviewed, and I was wrong.
You did.
Yeah, and they don't deserve to be interviewed because they will turn on you. You'll see when you're a rat and you're willing to put your best friends away for life, there's something inside of you that's not good.
It's called being a coward. Listen, I've seen so many. I've seen them, the way they walk and the way they act tough, and when they're out on the street and they walk around with their chest puffed out, and then when they get arrested, or they get whatever you call it, indicted, whatever that is, then they're not so tough anymore. They're not the same guys that were walking on the street, like acting like Tarzan.
Brian G says they definitely would have offered John Gotti a deal. Their goal was to destroy the mafia in New York City. If Gotti ratted, he would have brought it all down.
Exactly. They would have given him, I don't care what FB bully says, they would have given him an island and gold bars if he would have ratted.
Because every family would have definitely been brought down.
Exactly.
FBI would have taken Mickey's Mouse word to put John Gotti away. That's true. I don't know A-Light or the other rats, but I have respect for my friends, and I'm no one. Dude.
Well, he said he has respect for his friends.
Yes. He wouldn't rat on his friends, basically. I found with Mobtube when I retired, when always listening to MTR, I took a deep dive and found FBS, Lee, MRE, doing stacks. The rest is history. As the mafia historian, Lee, what's your knowledge on the Canadian? None. I'm not a mafia historian, not even close to it. I have to work very hard to learn a lot of stuff.
I've seen Mob Talk Radio talk about Canadians. Is that, and the reason why I even know anything like one?
Well, you have one.
I know about it is because I've always seen him do shows. And is there a Rizzuto?
The Rizzuto family, yes. Actually,
so that's the only way I even know that is because I would see Mob Talk Radio with his with his shows being put up. Other than that, I wouldn't know anything about it.
Lee, can you send me some Benoit balls? I'm scared to leave Granny's. Okay.
Oh.
Look at the picture.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God. tell you, these people are so funny.
Angela says Piggy claims to hate that life now, but he's still all he talks about it. He talks about it all the time. Yep, you're absolutely right. Tony Silo. How about what you want the FBI knows John didn't shoot Paul? Paul, just saying. How come not one of the shooters were charged?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, actually, a couple of the shooters died. They got killed, and some died of old age. I think maybe one of them.
Obviously, Gravano didn't know everything. Now, did he? Did he? Seriously, think about it.
Well, according to Gravano, he's been everywhere, and he's the one that put it all together. He drove in the car, and your father sat in the passenger seat and didn't say a word because he knew Sammy would get mad at him.
It's a lie. That's a lie.
Can you picture your father bowing to Sammy Gravano?
Never in a million years.
Can you picture your father bowing to any man?
Never.
Vito Rizzuto organized Canadian like nobody else have. It's a great shame that Vito got involved with Messino and killed the 3 captos. And you know what? And another problem that they had Rizzuto up in Canada, they worked a lot with the biker gangs, and there was a lot of drugs involved, and that was really what brought them down, because a lot of the bikers started ratting on the Rizzutos.
What, is he still alive or he died?
He died. Yeah.
Oh, so he died. Okay.
And we're not talking about Phil Rizzuto of the Yankees. Lee basically been defending channel lately, defending himself from others, from other drama channels. Crazy how things twist and turn and then end up where you do somehow reason for. Mark. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to read some of these before we do any. Okay, let's see. IRC, see what the hell are you talking about? Hey, listen, people, I'm going to stay on here a little bit more to get more donations. So if you want me to stay here, I better start seeing some do re mi.
Are you do re mi's? Are you kidding? Grambino, no, we didn't talk about it, Grambino. It was on the news all the time, but we didn't talk about it. My kids were little then. They were babies.
Lee, one thing I could say, watching all these shows, you and Gunsmoke had a weirdly great flow. Yes, we did, and but you know what it is? He's in love with a man. And when that man tells him what to do, he listens to him. I can't beat that. He didn't love me. He loves FBS.
Oh, you were dumped.
I was dumped. I was dumped like a little bitch. Angel, if your dad was in the car, I think he would have been a driver, since Smeagol claimed to be a backup shooter. That doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
He's the backup shooter. He's the driver. He's planning everything.
Yeah.
Yep. He bought the hats. He bought the 5 hats.
Yeah. No, and my son was only 1 year old then, Grambino. I'm sorry.
No problem. Lee, I'm proud you finally got an Italian name right. Thank you. I get 1 out of every 5 right. Okay, that's right. Downwork Newark. The Lucchese families were from New Jersey. Picasso fucked that all up, buddy. Oh, he sure did.
Oh, someone in the chat is saying that JC is live streaming your show. I just got a text message. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take care of that. Okay, I'm working on that as we do the show. JC, you piece of shit. Are you live streaming? Okay.
I Rock said Angel Lee is making money off your dad. Good. It's okay with me.
How am I making money off your dad, though?
I don't know, but let's just go along with it. Okay. That's good with me.
Yeah, but I'm mad, though, because Angel drives. Every time I make money off her father, Angel makes me pay a VIG. So
that's okay. I make money off of Lee Cole, because all I have to do is drop the link and he starts begging people for cash apps.
Yes. A matter of fact, if I come on, Donald $4.99. Thank you, Donald. Appreciate it. Joey Melrose, 999, Lee and Angel with MRT and his show, well worth it. That's what I said, but Lee didn't read it till the end to keep up the good work. I'm sorry, Joey. You know me. I only half read stuff. I can't say a name. What makes you think I can read? JC's live streaming from a phone booth outside of Toys R Us. Does that surprise you?
What happened?
JC is streaming from a phone booth outside of Toys R Us.
What is this? I see. Oh, did you read that? This one, Joey Melrose.
Yeah, the donation.
Oh, you read that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lee, but you never listened to me. Oh, I'm sorry, MTR.
No,
yes, I did read.
I keep getting text messages. That's why.
Okay, let's see. Mr. Angel, that's made me laugh so much when you said, I don't know, but let's go along with it. It was brilliant. Benjamin Blanco. Okay, that's a new one. It's crazy how all these people talk about people who have passed away, gangsters, or not always someone's family member. I think other channels should look up the word respect. You're right. Exactly. Nobody should talk about that.
Exactly. Respect and integrity. They should look it up. Both words. Look up. Respect and integrity.
But it's easy to attack people that can't defend themselves. And look at Sammy Gravano. He does it every day.
Look, I rock them. One is like he's I hope you don't have like some kind of heart attack or a stroke or something. He's really, I'm a hardcore Ridgewood guy. You're bull crap. Take it easy before you bust a vein.
Oh, I got something to play for FBS. Here we go, FBS. You want to see me kiss Gotti ass?
Oh, no. Go.
Okay, I'm sorry, not that. That's okay. You want to see me kiss Gotti ass? Here we go. Never lie because I don't fear anyone. You only lie when you're afraid. And then he had another one. It's better to live one day as a lion than 100 years as a lamb. And you prove that.
You want about John Gotti, but there will never be another John Gotti. His influence in this genre is, if there wasn't a John Gotti, you wouldn't have nobody talking. He was front street and a gangster, and that's what he wanted to be, and that's what he was. And you guys anybody could say what they want about him, right or wrong or indifferent. The fact of the matter is, you can't deny what John Gotti was.
Thank you, Lee Colby. You want to know last night when Lee Cole said that FB Bully was furious, I said, what bothered him? The fact that you were putting down his friends, or that you were praising my father? What part you think bothered him more?
I don't know. I don't even know what
you're watching when Keeping It Real goes wrong.
He texted me real talk and said you might have some information about MRE. Is that true?
Oh, absolutely. He's dumb enough to go on. Absolutely. His brother, his Aunt Cindy, where his location is right now. Absolutely. But he's not. He never expected someone from Rhode Island to search him out. You know what I'm saying? Because he's hidden behind the computer, so he's got his little fan base or whatever. He never expected me. I don't know if anybody else called him out from Rhode Island, but he never. Rhode Island's a small place, bro. You know.
At the store.
Hey, you at the store? Come in. I'm at the table.
Where?
Playing Keno in the back.
All right.
That's it. Play Keno?
No. Yeah, you did. And those bastards fucking threatened my family and everything. Motherfucking. Okay, hold my door for a minute. Hold the door. My sister.
Ooh.
That's when he punched that guy.
Now, guess who got to see that?
Who got to see that?
Me.
Oh, you did? You actually seen it?
I was streaming. Yeah, that was streaming on my show, but I didn't put him. I dropped him. So I was the only one could see him. None of you could see him. You were on that night, and I asked you all, "Did you see what I just saw?" And you all said no.
This is the very first video that I ever played. I'm going to play it here.
Detroit Siggy wants you to drop the link.
Okay. There's the link right there.
Are you gonna I think he's gonna reprimand me again.
Why? I think I dropped the link. Okay.
Oh yeah,
The link-
they're saying to strike JC. He's live streaming you.
Oh, I already took care of it.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Let's see. This is the first video that was ever made for this channel a long time ago, a year and a half.
Sure.
What age you are, you're always battling it. You're always worried about
Each week.
happening again. Fast and Lilo had an agreement not to talk about the officer. Guaranteed.
No, it's not Judy.
The fuck?
Yes, it is. Of course.
This is
Why
your
am I
opinion.
on there?
Yes, I said this is my opinion,
What?
Jeff. Did I say it was your opinion?
It's not
Am I
you.
allowed to have an opinion?
What's that? My trial?
Okay. Ask him to do this show.
The fuck is this?
I don't.
Julia.
No.
It's not you. It's a TV
No,
program.
absolutely not.
Movie.
I did this on my own because it's my show and I can do what I want to do on here.
What was that? I'm confused. You're muted. You are muted.
A long time ago, when I first started on here, MRE also called me a junior from The Sopranos.
Oh yeah, Uncle Junior.
Uncle Junior, yeah. So Kane Shade made that for me and sent it to me.
That's right. I forgot about that. Uncle Junior. I like Paps the best. I like when he calls you Paps.
No, Howard Jones, I don't want anybody to mass flag anybody. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in mass flagging.
No, but they just mass flag everybody on this side.
Let them do it. It ain't going to work. If you're not breaking the rules, mass flagging ain't going to work. It's not
Well,
like
isn't live streaming you while you're live? Isn't that breaking the rules?
Oh, yeah. I already took care of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I already sent it in. I was doing that while we were talking. Okay. Westies, $10. Can everybody send prayers to Josie as she's unwell at present?
Yes.
So,
Josie.
she's sick? I didn't realize that.
Josie, get better. Get well soon, Josie.
You have a cold?
No, she has pneumonia.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Josie.
Yeah.
Very sorry.
Yeah.
I guess she's on antibiotics then.
Yep, she's on a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, Howard Jones. I don't like when people mass flag people because that's what pussies do. I'm not going to ever ask anybody to mass flag anybody. If they want to do it, let them do it. But they do it all the time. They tell people to mass flag people.
Catfished by a wig-wearing tranny? Lee told? What?
Tell JC to take his daughter to the movies. JC, take your daughter.
Detroit Siggy would like the link.
I already sent it.
You did? He didn't get it.
I already put it down, dude. Okay, I'll do it again. You've seen it too. Okay, I sent it. Now it's up to you.
Lee Cole, you sure you sent it? I don't see it. Oh yeah, there it is. Is Angel the new? Oh God, why don't you people ever grow up? Seriously.
What do they say?
Oh, is Angel the new boss? Oh, grow up. They're so childish. Some of these people really are so childish.
Well, that's okay. It's okay to be a little childish.
Yeah, but that's like ridiculous. Like ridiculous to even ask questions like that.
Catfished by a wig.
I don't even watch any of these things. This is the last. That's the last subject on the planet that I'm interested in. Is all this mob crap?
Benjamin Blanco says they messed with his live. They porn bombed a bloke. I followed the other day. He's bare-knuckled fighter. Trolls didn't care. They're brutal. They are. The trolls are brutal, man. You don't. Yes, they are brutal.
Who's he talking about?
I don't know, but they're brutal. JC likes to stream Lee Cole instead of taking care of his daughter. Sad. Well, he'll take he needs to get drunk before he takes his daughter anywhere. Is Angel Gotti the new mom? Oh, okay, we read that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Sorry, I knew your dad, Angela, and I can prove it to you. I realized that Lee is fake. I thought he was a good guy. Thank you.
If you, first of all, if you knew my dad, you wouldn't be on here in the chat. Sorry. And nobody ever called me Angela, only the teachers in school. So no, you did not know my dad.
Angela, you going on tonight?
Yes, 8:30.
8:30. And
8:30.
right now it's 7 o'clock. So you're going on in an hour and a half then.
Yeah, the only thing I have to do is feed the dogs.
Am I going to be required to show up to save
That
your
would
show?
be really nice since I showed up to save yours.
Detroit Siggy's here. What's going on?
Hello, Detroit Siggy.
Hey, Angel.
Are you going to give it to me now?
I mean, I'd like to, but you know.
You know what I mean. Are you going to reprimand me again?
No. Good evening, Lee. How are you, brother?
Good, thank you. Are you going to reprimand me? I could use some reprimanding.
No, you know what, Lee? Actually, I've thanked you before, and I appreciate you exposing Gunner. And you know, you've had Scott Bernstein on the program before, right?
Yes.
Don't you think that Angel and Scott would make a great collaboration together?
I'm not sure because Angel's not really into the mob stuff. Imagine that her father's John Gotti and she's not into the mob stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, she has a story and she has a name. I think they could both benefit from each other. That's my personal opinion, but well, nevertheless,
you should tell Scott to jump on her show at night and introduce himself.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, I don't know if he does. I think Scott's more of a appointment kind of a guy, Lee. I don't think he just hops on any. You know, I think he doesn't.
Yeah. I still talk to him every once in a while. I needed his advice on somebody recently, and he gave it to me, and I took his advice on this person. So it's
right.
Because I'm not a Detroit guy and I don't know anything really very minor, whereas he knows everything about Detroit. Are you from Detroit?
I've lived there. I currently do not reside in Detroit. I'm just south of Detroit. I'm in Columbus, Ohio right now. So I'm in Ohio right now.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
So are you happy that Ohio State's probably going to get into the Final Four now?
No, they're going to play Georgia, right? That's what I just heard. They made the playoffs. They're going to play Georgia.
TCU made it too, right?
Yeah, TCU's playing Michigan.
I didn't want them to get screwed out of it. Good.
Right.
But they're going to get beat up by Michigan, though. So,
well,
that's a tough one right there.
Wait, there's somebody in the chat, and he's right, Lee Cole. You got to give credit where credit is due. Mobster Chronicles. You forgot about him?
I didn't forget about Mobster Chronicles.
Oh, okay. Because he said,
I haven't seen Mobster Chronicles do anything lately. They do really good stuff.
Yeah, but he.
How are you involved with Mobster Chronicles, my man?
I don't know. Is that a platform?
No, they're the ones that really went after
Gunner.
Oh, you know what? I think he's from Michigan. I think I've seen him on the platform before. I don't think I've ever seen any of his videos, but
different name before, didn't he? Didn't he have a different name before? Detroit something. Didn't he have a different name? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Detroit, yeah, Chronicles or something like that.
Right.
Yes, they did expose. Yes, and they deserve 100. Mobster Chronicles exposed them without a doubt, and they asked us to help. But Mobster Chronicles definitely did the.
Yeah.
They dug down and did the real dirty, hardcore work, and Plus, they're a great channel. They're a great channel. The videos were top quality too. And I think that's what really hurt Gunner with the quality of the videos. And there had to be some kind of research done because of how much information they had on Gunner was incredible.
Right. Well, it's unfortunate that a lot of people can get on any platform, say anything they like, and unfortunately there'll be a group of people, it could be 10, could be 50 or 100, that follow your story. It could be nonfiction, right? And people will follow it, and they'll buy your merchandise, and they'll go along with it. So a lot of things need to be come to light. So
Detroit Siggy, let me ask you a question. What do you think of these guys getting on here and calling women like the C word and filthy, degenerate things?
I honestly think both of you guys have the wrong individuals on your platform. I've said that to you, Angel.
Yeah.
You don't have the same character as MRE. You don't have the same character as the other people. Although I do like Chris Casparosa, because I've watched his videos long before any of these people have gotten on this platform, and he's exposed John A. Light for who he was in the beginning. And you have to give him credit for that.
And I do give him credit for that, but I don't give him credit for not exposing women abusers, as well as, he's turning a blind eye to women abusers just to get back at MRE. That I don't like. Sorry, I don't like it.
Well, here's the thing. I've for entertainment purposes, I've been watching all of you guys for a while, right? And I have liked some people that have shows on here that maybe possibly cooperated or whatever they've done. They've never, obviously, they haven't had any effect on my life. If I like somebody that happened to cooperate, and then you bash me for it, I think it's a little unethical. Oh, am I?
Are you saying it's unethical to attack these rats?
No, I think it's unethical to attack a follower. Like I'm just here for the entertainment.
Oh, well, who attacks the followers? I attack the rats. Let me tell you what.
Okay.
You got certain guys that are ratted, but they stay off the platform and they don't try to come on here and be something they're not.
Right.
We have one guy that does a show. He cut a guy's head off with a shovel. And the man's free. And instead of thanking God he's free and kissing this green earth, he's on here bragging about it. So when you have rats that brags about stuff like that, I mean, there's an issue with it,
Well, I'll say this. Shame on the United States government for letting a serial killer have lunch with us every morning in today's society.
Yeah.
Right. And we all know who we're talking about. The guy's a sociopathic serial killer is what he is. And unfortunately, his testimony to give up a couple of people has let him free. Right. And he's capitalizing on that right now.
And you know what's funny? His testimony, they didn't even need his testimony. Right. John Gotti was going to go to prison most likely anyway. They didn't even need his testimony. And on top of that, you have to remember that they went to Tommy Karate before Sammy Gravano, and Tommy Karate told him to go to hell. No. So that's the difference between, say, Sammy Gravano and Tommy Karate. One man they're both serial killers. One serial killer refused to rat, where the other one said, "Sure, let me go home."
Lee, it's a treacherous boys club. There's no ethics in that society.
I think what I talked about this yesterday. I think what the government should do is, like, if they're going to give let these guys free, they should tell them, look, there's certain things you can't do, like you can't talk about your crimes, period, on any format.
Right.
because they're letting these guys free. They're giving them another break in life. You got guys that have ratted that you don't even see them. They don't want to talk to nobody. They just want to get on with their life. They want to do their things, you know.
Yeah, until they have some financial issues, right? And then they might have a story to tell you or a book to write.
And you know what's funny though with these guys that are ratted? Sammy Gravano comes on here and he makes plenty of money, but these other guys, they're not being too successful at it. Like they think it's easy. They don't realize doing this is not easy. Doing these shows is not easy. You know.
I'll tell you why they do it. It's a cry for help. It's a cry out for, I know I did the wrong thing. Please forgive me. Will you take me back?
Well, what happens when they come on here and they brag about what they did?
But
well,
threatening. Let me ask you this, Detroit Siggy. Forget about threatening. I mean, asking. What is it when they come on here and threaten people's lives?
Well, then I think it's all being watched and recorded, and maybe it'll be used against a particular individual at one point in time. You know, the federal government.
Yeah, there's some people. I'm sorry to interrupt you. There's some people aren't. There's nobody else left for them to rat on. So how's that going to be used against him at all?
Well, I'll tell you what, Angel. What's the highly likelihood of a particular agency that watches your program?
Very much. They definitely
right. So if they're Angel, you know they're watching your program, right? I mean, let's get serious.
I don't know why they would watch me, only because I don't know about any
because
of
your
this
last
stuff.
name's Gotti, Angel.
Yeah.
I don't threaten people. I don't.
I know.
You. I don't say any. I'm gonna get my uncles or my brothers or my father's friend.
I know.
Don't say any of that.
Yeah.
I've been threatened, and I've never done anything about those threats. I've been threatened by a man. Well, he's not a man. He's a boy. He's a guy.
What if you're just the bait, and they're looking for the fish to come around? You know, it's like
nobody comes on my show to threaten people either. Like
yeah, but Angel, what he says is absolutely right, though.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, he means that these shows are watched, and if there's certain people that come on the shows that they want to see, and we all get them, don't think we don't. There are people that come into our shows that are being watched by the government, and that's why the government's watching.
Then I feel like then they should hang their heads in shame, because if you're allowing and you're okay with men, they're not really men, to threaten women and call them filthy names and stuff like that, and issue threats. They threaten people.
If they let mass murderers out of prison, why do you think they would care if people are threatening people? They let mass murderers out of prison.
Angel, people, I don't know if you know this, young lady, but a lot of people probably find you fascinating. Okay? And saying that, they're probably clenching onto every word that comes out of your mouth. I've been watching you since you come on here, and you made a comment about Angelo Ruggiero, right? They used to call him Quack Quack, correct?
Right.
Okay. Now, the general population thinks of Angelo being dubbed Quack Quack as having a big mouth.
No,
but that
isn't it.
Okay, but you debunked that, young lady. Am I correct?
Yes.
Quack Quack is due to the way Angelo used to walk.
Right. One foot went east, one went west.
Okay, but now what you have done is you have debunked something that for quite a long time people thought they called him Quack Quack because he talked a lot.
Right.
So, listen, people are watching your program and they might be taking notes. You know?
All right. But they don't
You know?
believe me when I say that when I show documents of who my father is. You have some idiot and his friends who keep saying he's not my father.
Angel, you're putting up.
Yeah, sometimes you could put up, you could say things and people just don't believe you. So whatever.
Angel.
I never came on here. Never once did I come on here and lie. Never. I've never lied. I might have gotten things wrong here and there, and then I correct myself, the next time I go on, but I've never come on here and lied.
Angel, do you know you could come out with a book tomorrow that didn't have any words in it, just pictures? You know the pictures you like to put up on your platform?
Yes.
People are extremely interested in those pictures, young lady.
Really? Well, I don't know how many I have that I haven't shown to the public.
Well, how about you put them on a paper platform and put them at Barnes & Noble, and I'll buy a copy.
There's
right?
a whole bunch of pictures that that my whole family has that we haven't shown public yet.
Yeah, and it's right.
Listen, I'll go back to it again. Thank you for having me on your platform. Both of you guys need to divert your energy into capitalism. You need to capitalize on what you're doing. You're using this platform for entertainment.
I'm having fun, Detroit City.
I know you're having fun, and I know that's probably why you're doing it for fun. I understand.
Yeah, like whatever lies there are, I try to debunk the lies, and then the rest of the show is fun. Like, let's talk, or whatever you want to do. You want to come in and talk. You want to come in and vent. Come in and vent. You want to come in and laugh. Let's laugh. I love to laugh.
And I like to say one thing, Detroit Siggy. Do you realize that if I wanted to start it next week, I can make 4 to 5 times as much money as I make now, but I choose not to?
Yeah, I'm sure you could, man. I could
do a live every day. I could do a live 7 days a week and make a fortune. But I do 1, maybe 2 lives a week.
Yeah,
because I rather put out stuff that people want to see. Lives, people watch our lives here. They watch it one time, and some will watch it at night, and then it's over. They'll never watch it again.
Right.
I like yesterday, I put one out on the rats. It got a lot of attention and stuff. Because, that's something that people's going to go back in my library and look at. They're not going to look at this one too much.
Right. I think, again, there's an appetite for this genre.
Without
Do we agree on that? There's an app, and it's the thirst, the quench is getting bigger as the days go by.
Exactly.
When Angel comes out of the closet and starts putting up rare photos that none of us have ever seen, you're going to get our attention, right?
Yeah. You know what I told her she should do? I told her that she should go do a show from her father's closet and show some of his clothes on his show.
See, I would never do that.
Suits, just show his suits. But that's what I think that would be. What's wrong with doing that?
Because that just, I don't know.
Well, yeah. Well, listen. There's guidelines. There's guidelines to everything, right? So,
exactly. I wouldn't do that. I mean, people. You know how many people offer us money for his clothes? We would never do that. Never.
Right.
Like never. We never sell anything of his.
Would you sell any of his pinky rings?
Never sell anything.
Detroit Siggy, can you imagine what one of his pinky rings would go for?
Priceless, Angel. You can't. Here's the thing. We're at some point in life, money doesn't matter anymore, right?
Exactly.
It doesn't matter anymore. I mean, how many times can you go to Starbucks? I mean, how many times can you get a new Mercedes-Benz on a lease? And it's like, what? I mean, what are you living for? Right? There's some things you can't put money on, and but you can put up a picture of something and then give us a story about it.
Oh yeah. Well, I've done that. I've put up the picture of our first, from what I remember, our first place that I remember as a child. It was an apartment building in South Brooklyn. I put that picture up, and and I told the story how we were on the top floor, and my Uncle Angelo was 2 floors down with his family. And, you know, I should go into that story again because there's some interesting things in that. You just gave me a good idea.
Yeah, I think all you have to do is you put up a photo and then work on the narrative.
Yeah.
You know, and then Angel people will tune in, right?
Yeah, but don't forget, Detroit Siggy. I'm going to show this tonight, but I have other platforms that have like thousands of followers and thousands of subscribers, whatever you want to call them. I haven't shared any of this yet on those platforms. To me, like, this is just I'm not here to make a killing. I'm not here to make money. I started this just to like debunk lies. And then it turned into, you know, having fun, like having like a living room atmosphere. Come in, come on, sit down, have coffee. Let's talk.
Hey, Tracy, before you leave, I want to ask you one question. I know he's getting ready to leave, Angel.
Yeah.
Are you on Tony Pizza's platform?
No.
I've never seen him there.
Okay. No, who's ever saying that in there? It's not true. He's not on his pizza.
No, no. I mean, who can you believe? You know,
that's why I asked you point blank.
No.
The only place I've seen Detroit Siggy is Stand Up Guys platform.
Listen, I have I've been I don't watch TV. I'm always on YouTube, right? I watch what I want to watch. I have been banned from a lot of these platforms. Okay. And it's not because I say the wrong things sometimes, or you know, I like to speak my mind, right? And I've been MRE has banned me. Jimmy Calandria has banned anybody who has a platform has banned me. Right?
Tony SoFlo.
Say that again.
Tony SoFlo.
No, I've been on Tony SoFlo's program platform, but only to kind of remind him that Angel has gotten herself into a situation with him because of other people.
Oh, well,
right.
Thank you.
And I mentioned that to him on his live show, and I believe that she is just a circumstance of the situation, right? So.
Well, thank you, and you were right.
I know I'm right. It's not. I mean, your character is everything, Angel, and that's what I'm saying. I just have a problem with the characters that come on your platform. That's all.
Okay.
One in particular, right? And I think he's just. It's always negative. It's always hyper, right? There's nothing calm about him.
Who is that you're talking about?
I'm talking about
now.
Yeah, I'm talking about Mob Rats Exposed.
Okay.
See, but I find him to be that way.
Yeah, but he just has an opinion. It's
right.
Respected. It's his opinion.
Yeah.
And we got to respect people's opinions.
Right. Right. If I happen to like a John Panizzi, right, only because he reminds me of a mentor that I once had that's not around anymore, and then you go judging me about it and block me from your program from it, then, you know, how far are you willing to take it? So.
Well, I did block you once because I thought you were John Panizzi.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I thought you were John Panizzi.
I am definitely not John Panizzi, although I mean, listen, I like watching his programs. Have you ever spoke
to his Detroit Siggies? Have you ever spoke to his ghost?
No.
Panizzi's ghost? That's a joke.
No.
Oh, see, and I liked having you on when you came on. I really did. I liked it.
Yeah, listen, I
like
think
coming on. I like people coming on, and I like picking their brain, and I like finding out what makes people tick. You know, like I like having who did I have on? Like even Becky O. Like Becky O has a heart of gold, but yet, you know, Becky O can go in a direction that I've never been in. You know what I mean? But I like to see like what makes people tick, why they act the way that they do. Why do some people like you know, these cooperating witnesses, or why leave somebody? I like all of that. Or why do you throw money at somebody who calls women the C word?
Donald has a question for you. Emery, he says Emery never took a pistol and shoved it into an old man's mouth to rob them over and over like Tony Soflo did.
Yeah, is that addressed towards me or?
Yeah, he's like, you don't like Emery, but Soflo has admitted all these horrible things he's done.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about anybody's past on here, Lee.
But Detroit City didn't say that he likes what's his name? Did you?
Listen, I am a follower. I'm just a person watching your guys' program.
Right.
I'm just here to be entertained. Right. I don't know about anybody. I don't know what MRE's real name is. I don't know what Tony Soflo's real name is. Therefore, I don't know who they are as actual characters and what they've done in the past. Nor do I care. Right. I'm sitting in my house. I got a mortgage. I'm not worried about anybody's past or what they.
One thing I like about you being on the show, you're kind of controversial. Some people like you, some people don't.
Yeah.
So, but I have no problem with that. The only way you would ever get blocked in this show, and you know, all these other shows block people right off the bat, is if you.
Well, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why, Lee. Because the creator doesn't have control of their blue wrenches.
Come here.
That's why it. Jimmy Calandro didn't block me. One of his wrenches blocked me. And that's all it takes. So therefore, if you block me, you may have blocked a potential production manager. You may have blocked a potential donor to your platform, right? So therefore, the creator, which would be you, Lee, you initiate blue wrenches. Therefore, you give them the power to block people like me, right?
No. I basically tell my wrenches that they can only time people out. And what I do after every show, I go in and check to see who is blocked. And if someone's blocked that I don't want blocked, I'll unblock them. I do that every show. These other creators do not do that.
I do that.
That's where I'm going with that. So it's happening a lot. You know, if I were you, I wouldn't give anybody any control of your platform.
No, I got one gentleman in here that has a little more power than others, but we work together on another show. And
you know, it's funny. I watch all these platforms and I see the same blue wrenches on all these shows, and a lot of them are beefing with each other. Yet they got the same blue wrenches.
Yeah, well, and unfortunately that happens. But
yeah,
I can honestly say though, I only got maybe 20 wrenches. I don't have an army of wrenches like these other shows do. Angel only has about 20 wrenches.
That's a lot. If
you have 20 wrenches, the odds are 4 or 5 of them will show up and the other ones won't. They don't always, like my wrenches right now. I can look in there and tell you the names of the wrenches that ain't here, and they're really good people. But unfortunately, in this, you cannot do a show without wrenches. You know, if you're your show, you know, my show, FBS's show, or Angel show, we get busy. We need wrenches. We can't do it
but I give wrenches. I'm sorry. I have to give my dog some kind of allergy medication. I give wrenches because so that they don't really do anything, but I give it to them so no one can duplicate them and come in there and pretend that they're them. I do that a lot.
And if you go on SoFlo or FBS's, their show is all wrenches.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's not the case in here.
No.
Hey, I got a question, and I'll get off after that. Appreciate you, Lee, having me on your platform. Angel, it's always a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Detroit Ziggy.
Angel, have you spoken to Uncle Gene, and how's he doing?
I don't like to talk about him.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people like to bring him up. I don't want it, like, all I'm going to say is he's fine.
Okay. See, that shows you how much I know, and I apologize.
Yeah. No. It's not your fault. A lot of people ask me. I just don't I think that the man did a very, very long time. There are people on here that are evil who bring him up and talk about him and say things that that they don't know anything about him. So I'm like that with all my uncles. I don't like to talk about my uncles.
I got you. Well, I'm sorry.
He's fine. He's fine. No, he's fine.
Okay. Well, it was a pleasure speaking to both you guys.
Yep, and I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
And I want to say
nice
thank you.
you.
Thank you, Angel. And I want to say good night to everybody on the chat and everybody watching tonight. Thank you.
You take care.
Thank you.
Now, people, I've seen some people in here that don't like the fact that he was on here, but here's the reality, people. We're not going to block people because other people don't like them. You know, sometimes I never even met that man, so I can't keep him off of here because people don't like him. And to be honest,
I said it from day one. I like talking to people to find out what makes people tick, what makes them, feel the way that they are. So listen, I'm not going to like everybody that you like, Lee, and vice versa. You don't like everybody I like.
I like everybody you like because you're Angel Gotti. You tell me who to like, I listen to it.
Yeah, but you see, I like everybody.
Yes, Angel likes everybody. She thinks everybody. Angel looks at the world through rose-colored glasses.
Yeah, I do.
Yes, whereas
I think that's a good way to be.
Yeah. Well, the gentleman had a good idea about. See, this is one thing I've always said about you, Angel. You don't realize.
Yes.
You don't realize you're not only famous, you're infamous. Do you realize that?
No, because I'm really a discount. What am I? Discount God? Discount
no,
store?
But you're infamous. You are infamous, whether you like it or not. The name Gotti is famous and infamous. That goes for every.
My brother's going to be doing his thing. He's going to blow up. Seriously, he will blow up when he does his thing. He'll say all the whatever he wants to say. Me, I'm not looking to. I wasn't looking to come on here and become a YouTube superstar. Not at all. I just came on here for the sole purpose of debunking lies. And then it turned, like I said before, it turned into something more. It turned into something fun. And sometimes I look forward to it. Sometimes I dread it. But
well, you know what I'm pissed about, Angel? With all the paparazzis that follow you around,
yeah,
you would have figured that one of them got a picture of you running out of Target like that. And sent it over to Jerry Capisci, and he put it on the front page of the Post.
I would wish if somebody in the chat knows what I could do about my dog until I get her to the vet. She's like really irritated and losing her hair. What is that?
Ooh, that sounds.
Anybody know?
Is it an older dog?
She's 13.
Yeah, that's when they get older. That's what happens.
Oh, I just got another cash app.
He's talking about a dog, and right away, I got another cash app just to rub it in.
The thing was on silent, but thank you, Anthony. Thank you so much. No, does anybody know? Yes, she's 13. She's 13.
Unfortunately, when dogs get older like that, they start losing their fur and get the itches and stuff.
Yeah, but all right, I got to take her to the vet. I've been giving her Benadryl, but I think she has to go to the vet.
Well, people, we've been on quite a while. I can't believe it. And, when I first came on, I said to myself, Angel, God, I didn't even advertise this show. I got no thumbnail for it. And we still had well into the 200s for the whole show.
Yeah, see? We do that. Coconut oil, Ange? Really? Coconut oil verbally or put it on topically? Which one, Ange? Because this poor baby needs something.
Well, Angel, I called you the other day and I asked you about my hands itching.
And what did I tell you? Coconut oil.
Yeah, and I went and got it, and my hands don't itch no more.
Oh, see?
And my hands were itching me so bad, like all day long. See, when you get older, unfortunately, your skin starts drying up, and you start looking like Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah. Her hair is falling off from I guess, from her scrap. Rub a little where she is itchy. Okay, thank you so much, Ange. That's what I'm going to do.
Are you going to take her to the vet tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm still going to call the vet. Yes.
Oh, definitely. You definitely got to take her to the vet.
Driving me crazy. I feel so bad. I've been giving her Benadryl too.
Is that your dog or your?
This is mine. My Chanel, my little Chanel-y. I love my girl.
And you've had her the whole 13 years?
13 years since she's a baby, yeah. I had her mother too, but her mother just died.
Wow.
Yeah, I had her mother and her.
Is there any questions anybody wants to ask before we leave here?
Yeah, but don't forget, turn into me at 8:30. 30.
Don't be advertising your show on here, okay?
Oh, yeah, I advertise yours on mine.
Yeah, but listen. Your show is not the Angel Gotti show no more. It's the Angel Marla Lee show.
I love it.
Okay, so it's totally changed. The whole format's different now. And we do that because we want to get cash apps.
Yeah. Well, let me just tell you that what?
You said yeah. She said yeah. You see, she doesn't even listen to me. She's like
no, because I was reading the chat. No, because I was reading the chat. This happened to my little guy in the spring. He needs a shot from the vet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, or his diet. Yeah, DB Cooper, something. But so I spent $30 on this stuff from Amazon that they were swearing, people were saying, oh, it has fish oil in it, it had this stuff in it. I've been giving it to her for like 10 days now. Didn't work at all. At all.
Dragonborn 82 wants, Lee Cole, question. Have you started your fans only page yet? Well, if you want me to, I will.
As long as you give him a cash app.
Yes, I have this. Yeah, I actually do have a fans only page. And what I do is I just put on like these real flimsy drawers, and I put body oil all over my body, and you can watch.
Oh, I can't. You're a sick man, Lee Cole.
I know.
What is name?
Says, I really wish I could have. Come on, Angel, but I have my son. Totally understand.
Get some horse paste and apply. Listen, what is mange?
Oh, mange is something animals get. Yeah. I don't think it's mange, but they get mange. People get mange.
Is mange like alopecia, something like that? Alopecia?
I have no idea. You're talking medical shit now. I'm lost.
Yeah. Mange? Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to put some coconut. Right now, I'm going to give her dinner with some more Benadryl, and then I'm going to put coconut oil on her.
Marky Mark says, Lee looks like a whiter version of George Costanza. Ew. George Costanza is like the goofiest looking bastard. And he's like 5'2" in real life.
Oh, insect infection? Oh, no. She doesn't have an insect infection.
Does she go out?
Yeah, she goes out in the yard.
She can get an insect infection.
Oh, my son hit 1,000 subscribers. NB just said, oh, that's great. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
You're welcome.
Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you. Oh, he must be so happy.
Can you imagine Angel Gotti took all this time to get 1,000 subs for her son?
Because people don't like to follow gaming channels. He's a
That's
gamer.
what the big. Well, once people do, you got some gamers that got phenomenal numbers of millions of people watching their shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not this genre. They don't care about the gaming stuff.
Oh, Marky, that doesn't bother me. I'm not sensitive. You could
Oh, what's this? For content creators who accept Cash App, IRS warns Americans about $600 threshold to report Venmo Cash App payments. Ooh,
I was telling you it's 800.
Yeah, JTP shared something. I just got the notification.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of people that are getting money, a lot of money into Cash App, they better be prepared for paying taxes on everything they get on that, because you're not going to hide anything.
I can't find my boy right now. Oh, there he is.
So Dagosta says, I hear apple cider vinegar is almost Marcel. What does that say? Potion for dogs and humans for many things.
No, he doesn't. It doesn't look like he has 1,000. Let me see. It doesn't look like it. No, 979. Almost. 979.
Benjamin Blanco Pickett, I am 8. Thanks for.
Oh, I'm lying. 981. He has 981. Oh, he's almost there. Almost there. Thank you, everybody. I'll ask everybody to sub again tonight.
So, Angel, did you have a good show today? Did you enjoy yourself?
On your show?
Yeah, well, I know you're not going to enjoy yourself on your show.
This was really nice. Very, very nice.
Well, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
I'm going to boot you. I'm going to boot you.
You're going to repay me by coming online later.
I know. God.
We can continue this.
Oh,
okay. And you have to tell me later about apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar kills infection. Yeah, well, whatever I could do for her tonight to make her feel better, and then I'm going to take her to the vet tomorrow. I'll call the vet.
Mobster Chronicles new Gummer video coming out. Waiting for court docs on Gummer. So look, make sure you keep an eye out for that, people.
Yeah, and yeah, Assassinino too. We got to get him to 1,000. Oh, my poor baby.
Angel, you have a nice one.
You too. I'll see you later, everybody. 8:30. Thank you all. Thank you. I'll see you later.
Right. Well, that was fun, people. I appreciate everybody that's been here today. We stayed a nice steady number throughout. I never stay on 2.5 hours, but we did today. Hey, people, thank you all. Thank you for donating. Whoever sent me cash apps, thank you. I got a few of them I haven't checked yet, but thank you guys for everything. Without you guys, we would be nothing without you people. Anyway, take care, everybody, and I'll see you in a day or two with another live. Bye.